6:08 this morning, a federal judge has partially blocked National Guard troops from deploying in Illinois. The judge found that President Trump did not meet the requirements of a code he used to deploy and federalize the Guard in Chicago. The order will not impact operations at the ICE processing center just outside of the city. NewsNation's Mills Hayes has been following this from the beginning at the facility in Broadview, Illinois. Mills, good morning. Despite that ruling from a judge, this fight seems far from over.
Good morning, Nick. This is a partial temporary restraining order put in place by U.S. District Judge April Perry, and it is expected to last 2 weeks. And now this stops the federalization and deployment of any National Guard troops from any state within Illinois until October 23rd. Perry said that there's no credible evidence of a rebellion here and that bringing in troops could only add fuel to the fire. She points to 4 instances that cast doubts on DHS's accounts of what's happening in Broadview, where there have been protests outside the ICE facility. Police say, unlike weeks past, they've remained small and mostly peaceful, but 500 National Guard troops have already been deployed for 60 days on a mission to protect federal officers and property like the Broadview ICE facility where we're at. Those troops stationed at a nearby Army Reserve base, and it's unclear what this order means for them.
They're welcome to stay at our hotels if they pay the hotel rate. They're welcome to eat at our restaurants like any other American citizen. Our decision is one on their behalf as well, that they should not be turned against the very citizens that they volunteered to protect.
Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul going on to say that the state of Illinois is not in the business of armed removal of the National Guard. The judge will issue her full written opinion later today, and the Justice Department has already said it will appeal. Illinois officials say that they wanted the order to make clear that any state's National Guard is covered, as to not have a repeat of what happened in Portland, Oregon, when troops came in from California, Nick.
Mills, let's talk about Portland, Oregon. Any word on when that court ruling will come down?
Right. Well, a panel of 3 judges actually heard arguments just yesterday, but they didn't give a timeline on exactly when they could bring a decision. Now, 2 of those judges were actually appointed by President Trump, and they questioned whether the evidence was current enough to support federalizing the Guard, noting that the president relied on reports from June to justify actions in September. Although those 2 did seem inclined to lift the current TRO banning troops from being deployed to Oregon. Legal analysts say that we should see a decision as early as this weekend. And together with the Illinois case, the 2 rulings could really define the president's powers in sending in the National Guard to U.S. cities. Nick?
Mills will continue to monitor. Mills Hayes outside of Chicago for us this morning. Mills, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.